Hey guys, welcome to another journey with Arrivé Yoga. This is week 3, and as you guys know, we're working on yoga props. Today is going to be an especially relaxing, slow class. We're going to be doing a little bit more yin yoga today. So grab your blocks, blankets, pillows, everything that you can to make yourself very, very cozy. Turning down the lights, put on some candles, maybe grabbing a water and a tea, and I'll go ahead and meet you on the mat. Go ahead and if you feel like laying just flat down on the back, go ahead and do that. If you want to use the blocks to really open up the chest, so especially if you're kind of sitting crouched most of the day, this is a great position to open up the chest. And we're just going to bring one block vertically behind you and then the other block horizontally right on top for you to rest your head on. You want it to be in the mid upper back, so you're going to get the edge of that bottom block to grab right where the bottom of the bra strap, and we bring it down. And see if you can try to always keep that extension in the spine first, and then you're bending in any type of bend that we're doing. So go ahead and take your time adjusting here, either resting the arms next to the body by the hips, or if you want a deeper opening in the shoulders and the chest, you can go ahead and bring your elbows so that they're at the height of your shoulders. Bring yourselves in two L-shaped arms, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, gradually just release the arms down. It's possible that you don't touch the ground. That's okay. I'm just going to stay here for some breaths. And then with the legs, either keeping the legs straight out in front of you, or butterfly pose, bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall to the sides. So I know that was a lot of information. Just gradually take your time to settle into the position that feels right for you. And then once you arrive, right away start settling in, relaxing all the muscles in the face, taking a deep breath in, noticing all the tight areas with the breath, expanding the space with the inhale, and then liberating yourself with the exhale. A couple more breaths, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the eyes, and even behind the eyes, deep into the brain muscles. Try to relax the skin that surrounds the scalp. Relaxing the cheeks, the whole mouth, exterior and interior, including the tongue. Relaxing the jaw. Continue breathing long, extended breaths. Relaxing the throat and the jaw, shoulders and chest, and continue scanning the body from head to toe with every breath cycle. And letting go on the exhale, lifting the corners of your mouth for a very gentle smile, just to give that physical signal to the brain that we choose to be happy in this moment. There's no stress. Give yourself permission for the duration of this class to be fully present, without judgment or a need to change. Simply become very aware of how you're feeling throughout the class. What kinds of thoughts and emotions arise. No need to analyze them or go deep into it. Just let everything pass through, noticing calmly, letting it go. And just enjoying this moment of freedom, this moment of relaxation, this moment to heal and to restore a balance in your body and your mind. One more deep breath here. And then on the exhale, if the knees are far apart, go ahead and bring the knees back in together, feet planted into the ground. The knees are hip width apart. And then bring the elbows down to the ground, palms on the ground, and begin to softly lift the chest up, chin to chest, and then gradually, taking your time, make your way forward. Bring the blocks over to the side. Actually, I'll move them on this side so you guys can see what I do better. And then we're going to slowly bring our way onto tabletop position. Spread the fingers as wide as they go. And this is that moment where each individual person might want to do something a bit different. The idea here is to wake up and release tension in the ankles, the feet. So maybe you want to rotate the ankles, squeeze and release the toes. And then once you feel pretty good there, you can drop the toes, flip all the toes under, big toe to that little toe. And then we're just going to start checking into the hips. Start to slowly move the hips either in full circles, maybe side to side or figure eights. Have trust in your body that it knows what it needs. And just allow yourself to move, focusing on that sensation of that, releasing the tension, the sensation of the breath, sending oxygen to every cell in your body. And then when you feel good, you can start to incorporate a little bit more of the torso, the head and the neck and the shoulders. Maybe doing a few cat-cows while you're rotating. Notice if there's any tension in the neck, and you can leave the body still and then just do a few rounds with the neck as well. And I want to emphasize on the breath in this class today. Really deepen the inhale, slow and extend the exhale. With every inhale, imagine that you're sending oxygen to every cell in your body, allowing your body to restore and to heal. I know I've mentioned that already a few times in this class, but the more I mention it, the more it'll create that placebo effect in your brain. And your body will actually start to heal, most likely. I can't guarantee anything. It's up to you. All right, bring it to center. And we're slowly going to bring that right foot back, left foot back, plank pose. Take a deep breath in here. Keep your gaze down. The neck is that extension of the spine. And just take a quick moment to notice if you're crashing in your wrists or if your fingers are spread apart and gripping into the mat. And then see if you can adjust that so you remove some of that pressure off the wrists. Again, I said this will be a relaxing class, so this will be the only move that we do here that's a little bit more endurance level. So take your time, really take that awareness, take this opportunity, breathing in, calming the body. Exhale, release the knees, mat width apart, big toes to touch, extended child's pose. Bring it all the way back. And if you're feeling super tight in the shoulders and you want to do a little extra, you can grab the blocks out in front of you. Bring the wrist part of your hands at the edge of the mat, of the blocks. And then go ahead and drop the chest first and then the forehead. So the blocks just serve as an elevation to go deeper in the shoulders. Breathing in here. Try to bring your sit bones as close to the heels as possible. Relaxing all the muscles in the face. Try to relax the weight of the body entirely. Breathing in. One more breath here. And then exhale, slowly coming back up, pushing the blocks up, not too far. And then we're going to bring ourselves into a tabletop position and bring that right leg back, big toes pointing down. And then see if you can drop that right hip a little bit so that it's back aligned with that left hip. So your hips are squared, you root to rise away with the arms, breathing in. And then exhale, bend that knee and bring it forward behind that right wrist. Go ahead and walk that back leg back, grabbing that blanket or pillow to bring underneath that right hip. It's possible you might even want to bring a blanket or pillow underneath that front left thigh just to kind of keep the hips aligned. So play around with that, see what works best for you. And once you're here, notice if you're feeling tension. Maybe you want to sway a little bit side to side. Sometimes it feels good just to get that relaxation and help you get centered into the position. Whenever you feel ready, go ahead and bring yourself down either onto the elbows, or maybe the chest can touch the ground, or maybe you grab a block to rest your head on. The idea here is to be able to put yourself in a supported position where you can fully let go. Notice if there's any clenching in the jaw, or the throat, or the neck space. Letting go, breathing in. And of course, as a little reminder, try to always keep a soft little flex in that right foot, just to help protect that bent and contorted knee. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, go ahead and slowly bring it back up. Release the support from underneath you. And we're going to go into a deer pose. For some of you guys, it's the first time you do this one with me. It's very easy. Go ahead and shift yourself onto that right hip. And then bring that right leg just as it was, but bring the foot up so that the front shin is completely horizontal and aligned with that front of your mat. Flex that right foot. And then the back leg, we're going to bend it and bring it forward so that the knee is aligned with the hip. And then you can push it away. Personally, I always have my knee that passes the mat and it hurts the inside of the knee. So you can grab a pillow or blanket or something just to bring some padding on that inner knee. Now the idea here is we're going to be stretching, thanks. We're going to be stretching that inner left thigh, but closest into the hip. So depending on your body anatomy, this might feel a little bit weird. That's normal. If you feel pinching and pain, that's not good, so come out of the position a bit. Now we're slowly going to bring our chest back into center above the hips. So we gradually start to plant that left sit bone into the ground. And tailbone is curling down, so it's very micro movements. Tailbone curves down, left sit bone down into the ground, taking deep breaths. And now if you're here and you're not feeling much and you want a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and bring the hands behind you, leaning onto the arms, shoulders away, and then again planting that sit bone down into the ground. Now you should feel it a bit deeper inside that left thigh, more closer to the hips. This can become a very stressful position for some of us. So again, use this moment to close the eyes, to relax the body, to take a deep breath, letting go. Continue breathing. And with that breath, continue to scan the body, letting go of that physical tension, that emotional tension. One more breath here. And then exhale, slowly coming back forward. We're gradually going to bring that left leg all the way straight out in front of us. Tuck that right heel in. Take your time adjusting, maybe moving around just a little bit if you feel like you need it. And when you're ready, arms up, twist to center your chest with that left leg. And then we're not going to go too far into this one, so just let yourself fall forward. It's okay if the back rounds out a little bit. Let the arms fall by the side. Let the head become heavy, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Deep breaths. Letting go. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself back up, bringing that right hand behind you. And that left arm is going to just kind of point towards that extended leg, pointing the toes. And we're going to swing that arm all the way around and then lift the hips up, lift, opening up the chest. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, coming back the way we came in, extending full side body stretch. And then all the way forward. Bring the hands down, bring yourself back into tabletop. Breathing here. And we'll get ready for the other side. Feel free to move around a little bit here. Nourish what needs nourishing. And when you're ready, extend that left leg out, navel into the spine, tailbone down, big toe down, just to get that centered feeling. And then whenever you're ready, exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward. Bring your props and pillows and blankets, whatever is needed for that lovely support. Staying up, moving around as you need, taking your time, going at your speed and at your level. Bring it down to the limit that you want to go when you're ready. Always remembering to put a little bit of a flex in that left foot. Expanding the entire torso on the inhale and releasing the weight of your body on the exhale. Whatever thoughts or emotions arise, allow yourself to come back to that idea from beginning of class, to not judge it, to not force a need to change or to do something about it. Just simply observe, lovingly and respectfully, what's going on today. more deep breath here. And exhale, gradually make your way back up, taking your time. And we're going to slowly make our way into deer pose. Go ahead and lean onto that left hip, bring that left shin up, soft flex in that left foot, and go ahead and bring up that right knee, patting it if you need, taking your time, adjusting. And I recommend whatever you did on the other side to do the same on this side. The approach and the deepness that you go might be different, but at least you're trying to go into that same direction. So we're bringing the chest above the hips first, getting ourselves centered, tucking that tailbone down, and trying to bring that right sit bone into the ground. Gradually arriving, and then bring yourself back if you did so on the other side. Breathing deep and letting go. Continue to deepen the breath. Continue to scan the body, noticing where you begin to grip and let go. Take one more deep breath here. And then on the exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. We're bringing that right leg out front. That last one really relaxed me. Can't even speak anymore. Tuck it in. Take your time. When you're ready, twist to the right and bring it down softly. Just let yourself hover above the leg. Deepening the breath and letting go. One more deep breath here. On the next inhale, slowly rise back up. Bringing that left hand back, pointing the right toes, reaching that right arm forward, And full circle, opening up. Exhale, coming back, side body stretch. And then back all the way forward. Bending both legs, coming to lay on your back. Grabbing one of the blocks to bring it next to you. And then go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Swaying from side to side. And try to release the back muscles as deep as you can. And as you sway from side to side, you start to feel a deeper massage and a deeper relaxation into that nervous system. So the two main muscles that surround your spine are directly connected with the nervous system and contribute to a lot of the de-stress or the stress, depending on the tension in those muscles. So move here with that intention of releasing, breathing deep. Squeeze and release the toes if you need. Go ahead and drop the feet, grabbing the block and bring it underneath your hips. And what I personally like to do is I bring my hands to the edge of that block and I lift my chest, and then imagine I push the block away even though the block doesn't move. It's just my hips and the skin of my hips that kind of slides onto the block, extending the spine. And then I scoot my chest and my head up the mat. And now I should feel an extension in the spine. And then whenever you guys are settled in here, we're going to go for a deep stretch in that front right hip. In order to achieve that, you want to extend that right leg into the ground, but really almost as if you're trying to push the heel at the edge of your mat, at the bottom, at the top of your mat, and really activate that leg into the ground. And then we're going to pull that left knee softly into the chest. And now you should start to feel a deep stretch in that front right hip. And it's very possible that you might even feel a sensation in that lower back in the right side mostly, because this is all connected here. So keep activating that right leg into the ground, softly squeezing the left knee, breathing in deep. On the exhale, try to relax the shoulders, relax the neck. You can maybe move the head slowly from side to side, just to help boost that confidence in releasing. Let the teeth separate, let the jaw relax. With every exhale, softly squeezing that left knee deeper into the chest. With the inhale, you can release a little bit. This is really, really good for your back health, especially if you're sitting a lot during the day. One more breath here. And when you're ready, exhale. First, release that left knee. Drop that left foot to the ground. Keep that right foot so the toes are pointing. And then you're going to engage that leg all the way back up towards the sky. Flex that foot. And then bend that knee into the right chest. And then go ahead and extend that left leg out, flexing the left foot. Same as the other side here, but a whole new experience. Bring the breath, close the eyes, and relax the body. Feel that stretch in that left side. relaxing the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, all the muscles in your face. Deep breaths. Keep that relaxed concentration into the whole body, following the breath to every part of your body, to every cell, nourishing, balancing, and restoring. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, go ahead and release, bending both knees, bring both feet down to the ground. Curl that tailbone, so as if you're trying to kind of bring the navel into the spine and curl that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Lifting the hips, pushing onto the heels. Remove the block from underneath you. And go ahead, vertebrae by vertebrae, starting with the top. Slowly bring your spine back onto the ground, hugging the knees side to side. Drop the feet, lift the hips and bring the hips over to the right side of your mat. And then go ahead and either cross for a deeper stretch your legs or keep the knees side by side, whatever feels better for you. And then we're going to drop the knees over to the left. You might need to scoot your head and your shoulders further up the mat. Make sure to keep that centered. And then bringing both shoulders into the ground, extending that right arm out to the side. Relaxing the body, noticing if you're gripping in the hips, or the thighs, or the feet, and just let everything fall. The breath will be very tight most likely here, so see if you can use that tightness to push the breath through and expand, bringing space and flexibility deeper within your torso, your body. Softening all the muscles in the face. Perhaps allowing your focus to maybe pass through a few things that you're grateful for. No need to think too hard. Just allow your mind to let the first 3 things that come up. Try to feel that actual sensation of gratitude. You don't necessarily need to analyze or know why you're grateful, but just bask and swim into that sensation of gratitude. Scanning the body, releasing. Slowly come back to center. We can bring the hips back into center and then hugging the knees, rolling side to side to bring even more alignment. And then at your speed, whenever you're ready, drop the feet down, bring the hips to the left, and drop the knees over to the right. Repeating the same thing you did on the other sides, either crossing your legs or keeping the knees side by side. to the entire body, fully letting go. The hips, the legs, the feet, the torso, shoulders, neck, head, arms, everything is released and letting go. One more deep breath here. And then go ahead and bring yourself back to center, hugging the knees. Then go ahead and create any stretch, any movement that your specific, special, unique, beautiful body needs today. Make sure to move into that stretch with your breath. Intention to release and to nourish the area. Couple more breaths wherever you are. Final breath. And then on the exhale, go ahead and bring yourself for a cozy Shavasana. Laying down on your back. If you want to grab pillows, blankets, just to get extra cozy. And for today, let's really take up space. So bring your feet so that they're practically at the edges of your mat, letting the feet fall by the side. You can bring the arms far out to the side, palms facing up, enough to where you feel space in your armpits and your underarms, so there's no skin touching underneath your armpits, underneath the shoulders. And take a last few moments here to adjust the hips, adjust the shoulders, the head, whatever you need. You might even want to just shake the body a little bit. Sometimes that feels good, just to shake that blood flow around, shake the energy around, whatever you need. Bring a big smile to your face as you take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, allow yourself to fully let go and to have complete trust in your body to do what it's capable of all on its own, to heal, to restore, and to bring back a balance. Shavasana. attention to come back to the body, noticing your breath, releasing every inch of your body with the exhale. Keeping the eyes closed, taking just a little special moment for yourself here to just notice the calm. Notice that weightless feeling in your body. Notice that space and that fluidity in your breath. Notice the tension melting away on the surface of your skin, all the way through to the fascia, the microfascias in your body, down to a cellular level. Taking a deep breath in. And begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, eventually the hands, the feet, stretching the arms above the head. You can bring the feet back in together, pointing the toes, and just stretch full body here. Bending the knees. Go ahead and bring yourself onto your side. Slowly making your way into a seated position. If you have a yoga block, go ahead and bring it to sit on so that the edge of your hips are kind of falling forward and the knees are heavier. Bringing one foot in front of the other. Feel free to wrap yourself with your blanket if you wish. Closing the eyes and just bring the palms onto the knees. Relax the shoulders down and back softly. And then just let your head fall to one shoulder, whichever one comes naturally to you first. On the inhale, feel the chest scooting above the hips and that spine extending. On the exhale, letting the head become heavier. Inhale in here. And this time on the exhale, softly just allow the head to roll slowly forward. Taking your time to feel every part of the neck. No need to force anything here. Make it soft and gentle. Deep breath in center. Exhale, let the head become heavy. Inhale, rolling over to the other side. Big breath in. Exhale, letting the head heavy. Shoulders relax down. One more deep breath here. And exhale, let the head fall forward. Inhale, rise, bringing your gaze forward. And we're just going to start to move the shoulders and the chest a little bit here. Moving the elbows if you wish, the arms, whatever you need, just to get that tension out of the shoulders and the neck to be removed. One of my favorites to do is to bring the hands, for example, right arm comes behind the head, and I push my head against the arm. And then with my left arm, I pull it over. So you should feel that deep stretch right here on the outer side. It helps also opening up the chest and releasing tension in the back. Breathing in here. Exhale, release, shaking it out. And whenever you feel ready, bring it over to the other side. I know it's not common to do many stretches after a Shavasana, but I felt this one was needed. I hope you guys are enjoying it. One more breath here. And then exhale, slowly release. Doing as many soft movements as you need. Eventually coming into stillness. Final breath here. And then exhale, go ahead and bring your right hand to the heart space, left hand right on top. Closing the eyes. And try to bow with an idea of bowing your mind intelligence with your heart intelligence. Sparking that motive, that energy for the decisions that you need to make in life, to be an equal balance of both your logic, your mind, and also your heart, your intuition, your deeper wisdom that you might not always be able to explain why or how, but you get that feeling. So let those two become a team, guided by love, patience, and respect. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for also taking care of you, making this world a better place. Namaste. Thanks so much, you guys. And just as a sweet reminder, if you did enjoy this video, I highly ask you from my heart to yours to please subscribe to this YouTube channel, just so that we can keep supporting this quality free yoga. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next week.